Sorrow is a great doorway to awakening. Have you ever experienced it's always after the sorrow that you think about things much deeper? Things could go in two ways. Either when you're sorrowful, you go in solitude, you meditate and you process and you feel more connected to universe and you kind of get closer to your awakening. Or you could go the other way, where sorrow could make you addicted to things that are not healthy for you. It's our choice where we want to go. Sometimes it's not even our choice, sometimes it's the conditioning as well. Growing up, when I was sorrowful and I would be sad, I would be really depressed, the fix up by my adults would be, stop crying, go, let's take you for ice cream or street food, something like that. Those were band-aids, temporary fixes. And the other kids would get into some kind of addiction. I remember a classmate of mine, actually, he was Sikh, and with the turban, which is pretty important for Sikhs and very religious, so he was so depressed and really didn't want to wear the turban and pretended that he got kidnapped. He made up a great story and he came back and said, kidnappers cut my hair. So sorrow can make you take actions which could either take you to awakening or take you towards the darkness. It's us as humans, as adults, choose which direction we want to go to. And I always fail to understand, why do we need sorrow? I was contemplating and thinking, why is it that we need sorrow to actually take us to the next level of awakening or to the next level of more awareness? On that note, welcome everyone. Welcome back to Soft Rebuild. I haven't really recorded for some time. I have been in a bit of a deep thoughts for the last few days, and I was just taking my time to come back on the camera. So let's talk about why sorrow is the gateway to awakening. Number one, sorrow creates stillness. When you're sorrowful, things are out of your control. You kind of go within yourself, if you choose that path, and you sit in stillness, because there's really nothing you want to do or you can do. A lot of times when I'm sad, or I have been in the past very, very sad, I would just be in the bed all day and just be there with myself because I don't feel like doing anything, and that would bring me closer to myself. Number two, sorrow makes you compassionate. Because you're looking after yourself, you are in deep hurt, deep wound yourself. You become more compassionate around, to the external world as well. But the first one is being compassionate to yourself. You are just more sensitive to everything. So that takes you closer to awakening or being more aware. Number three, sorrow detaches you from external identities. So you almost start contemplating the question, who is Neha? Who is Sam? Or who is whatever your name is? Or who is this other person? Do we just know each other by profession? Like, seriously, is that the identity? Identity is much bigger than that. So all those external identities kind of doesn't make sense anymore. It's the real feeling of being present, whether those are real friends or not. That's what matters more once you go through sorrow and awareness. Next is sorrow forces surrender. Because things are out of your control, there's no other choice. You have to surrender. And that takes you closer to being aware. I was a very control freak. And sometimes it happens still now, although I practice surrender a lot. With my own work and personal stuff, I'm able to surrender. But when anything happens to my son, it still triggers me a bit, and I'm still working on it. But there are so many things that is out of my hands. Whether he gets good grades or not really depends on how hard he works. Whether he gets told off by someone at school, well, it depends on his behavior. I can't control that. So I find sometimes that part being hard because I feel like, oh, it's my son, he's the best, right? Personally, when there was a type of family I really wanted to give my son. But it's just not possible anymore at the moment. I wanted to have, more than one child. It's not possible. So I guess if I really wanted to, I could make it possible. But, current situation, I choose not to. But those sort of things, you just surrender and, you can do things differently. So once you're sorrowful and you surrender, it just takes you to that next level of awareness. Last one is my favorite one. Actually, you can divide it into two, but I'm just going to say it once. Sorrow helps us open up our heart because we go inwards. When we are sorrowful, we want to just not see the world. We just want to be with ourselves. And you just stay inwards, which helps you open up your heart. So I've experienced this so many times. Whenever I'm in sorrow, I just have to be with myself strongly, and that would actually help me open my heart. And that happened more when I would go out in the nature, I would paint, I would do the artwork. That would definitely help. So it was really interesting. It happened, this is not too sorrowful an example. It was actually. So I met somebody, and when I was talking to this person on the phone, he seemed really promising, etc. I went out to meet with this person for breakfast, and I was so disappointed. I was really sad, and I thought, meet my kind of person. And I think this is actually the painting behind me. I was so sad. I just started painting, and that really helped heal me, because I paint by myself. It kind of takes me inwards. We created art and it heals. It's just, amazing. But it also meant that I was able to consolidate my emotions quicker, understand myself properly, and then again go into the mode of, hey, God, I'm surrendering this to you. It's up to you, type thing. So really help if we use the sorrow correctly. So many times those words are used negatively, but I honestly feel like the sorrows that I have been through in my life are very important for me to become what I am today. So I'm so grateful for all those experiences, and so those are important. I wouldn't have been, what I am today without those experiences. On that note, thank you. I'd love to hear from you guys, if you would like to share an experience. But all I would say is don't take it negatively. Think about, if you ever get into a sorrowful experience, think about what is it trying to teach you. And that's how I've been dealing with it myself as well. Because when we do that, we almost shift our energy from being sad to understanding yourself. So that would be amazing. On that note, I just wanted to add, I've created an ebook for Soft Rebuild, and it has got everything that I have used. This is a present for you guys from me, so I'll put the link down below. Please download it if you are interested in reading through it, and any feedback would be amazing. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Remember, you're not broken, you are becoming. You chose to pause, you chose to feel, you chose to rebuild. You are loved, you are seen, you matter. I believe in your rise and the soft power of healing on your own terms. So go inwards and rediscover the beauty that's been with you all along.